Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason. This is my house, where I live with my mum, Dad, Sister Jemima, and Grandpa. And today was a very exciting one for Grandpa.
This is so exciting. What is it? Is it something to do with Captain Dumbletwit?
Captain Dumbletwit is Grandpa's favourite cartoon, which is why I gave him the poster of it for his birthday.
Captain Dumbletwit and the invasion of the alien poodles. It's my favourite episode. I love it.
And my sister Jemima gave him a Captain Dumbletwit telescope.
I can see you, Grandpa.
Oh, I'm over here.
And Mum was doing her new hobby. Mum's always taking up new hobbies. 1 week it's karate, then it's salsa dancing, photography, the ukulele, knitting, opera singing, and now cake decorating, which is why she'd made Grandpa
Ta-da!
Captain Dumbletwit's spaceship cake.
It's wonderful.
I know.
It's too good to cut.
I know.
Mum was really proud of her cake. Whoa! Imagine going to the moon in that, Grandpa.
That's what Captain Dumbletwit does, Jason. And he brings back some moon dust.
Oh, I'd love to have some moon dust.
I'm sure you would.
You're not going to believe this.
What?
It's her.
Who?
Great Aunt Loretta.
Oh, yes. Grandpa's sister was coming. She makes really weird food, like sausage with sardine sauce. And she drinks green gloop. And she's always stubbing her toe. We have a pack of peas in the freezer that we always put on it. And she's often like this. Or like this. And she makes Grandpa feel like this.
No, not Loretta.
I'll go.
I'm going outside to tell Dad.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I brought you some green glue tarts.
Grandpa didn't want any green gloop tarts. He had another plan. Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know when Grandpa shrinks, he can get up to all kinds of magical things. He can get into my car and make it go. Grandpa, stop! Not the plane, Grandpa! He can fly off in my plane. Grandpa, come back! Or he could just run for all he's worth. Grandpa, get down! Somebody will see you.
Just having a bit of fun, Jason. Can't I have a bit of fun on my birthday?
Yes, but can't you have a bit of fun without shrinking?
I want to get into my cake, see? Whee!
Jason?
Whee! Just pretending to fly in Captain Dumbletwit's spaceship. Whee!
Yes, it really is rather good, isn't it? Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he?
On his birthday. Oh, well, I'm starving. Chocolate cake. Let's cut it. I'll get a knife.
Oh, no, we can't cut it without Grandpa. It's his birthday, after all.
We managed to get Aunt Loretta away from the cake.
Let's play a party game.
Yeah, birthday's no birthday without party game.
Musical statues, OK?
Help me up, Jason.
I thought Grandpa would get into his cake when we went in the garden, but...
I brought it out so I can keep an eye on it.
He'd missed his chance. I was more interested in finding out what happened to Grandpa than playing musical statues. If his plan was to get into his cake, then I guessed he'd be out here soon.
Saw you move, Jason. You're out.
Oh, Jason. Shame.
If Grandpa was going to get into his cake, he'd need a plan to get all of us back inside. And his plan was to bite Great Aunt Loretta's toe.
Oh, ow, me toe! Something's bitten me toe! Some horrible little insect!
Great Aunt Loretta is always hurting her foot, and we always put a bag of frozen peas on it.
Trust you to have some horrible little insect in your garden! Ow!
Meanwhile, Grandpa was determined to get into that cake. Grandpa! Mum's coming!
Thought I'd better take it inside for safekeeping.
Thank goodness she hadn't seen Grandpa.
Come on, Jason. Aunt Loretta started on the green gloop tarts.
Yuck.
There was nothing for it. I had to go.
And don't think you're getting any, you greedy guts.
Great Aunt Loretta isn't keen on Beowulf. And Beowulf isn't keen on Great Aunt Loretta. So he hid under the table. What I didn't know was that Grandpa was hiding there too. But I soon found out.
Ah! I've been bitten again!
Grandpa ran to hide, and Beowulf ran into the garden.
Oh, it was you! You horrid little dog!
Now he got rid of everyone, Grandpa grabbed his chance. He climbed up the table leg towards his spaceship cake. Grandpa, where are you going?
To the moon, of course.
You know when Grandpa gets into a toy car or a toy plane, he can make them go? Well, it's the same with a spaceship cake. Grandpa! Come back! Come back! But I couldn't stop him. Grandpa had gone to the moon in his own cake. I rushed into the kitchen and put the lid back on the tray. I didn't want anyone to notice the cake was missing. But the cake wasn't all that was missing.
Beowulf has run off to the beach. We're going after him. Can you take Aunt Loretta the peas, please?
I was really worried about Grandpa. Maybe he was on the moon now with Captain Dumbletwit and the alien poodles. I hoped he wouldn't be gone long. I'd miss him. I have a lot of fun with Grandpa. We play games together. We share our ice cream. We suck up our spaghetti. And I just hoped he'd come down to Earth very soon. I wondered if he'd bring anything back with him. That's if he could find his way back. Suddenly, I saw a speck in the sky. Grandpa was coming home. I'll be right back. I raced into the kitchen to get the cake tray. And raced back out again with it. I was just in time. Grandpa made a perfect landing. Out he came. I quickly picked him up and put him down on the grass. He whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size. Grandpa, I was so worried about you.
No need to worry. I had a great time.
Did you meet Captain Dumbletwit?
Of course.
And the alien poodles?
Of course. And...
moon dust! Wow! Oh, thanks, Grandpa.
I couldn't have done it without you. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
We found him!
What? Grandpa, you're awake.
Yes.
Good! Now we can have that chocolate cake. I shall feel better when I've had some cake. What? What's the matter?
Later that evening, Grandpa and I were admiring the moon dust. You're amazing, Grandpa. I can't believe you actually went to the moon.
Oh, yes. And when you're a grandpa, you can have my magic cap and you'll be able to go to the moon too.
Hot chocolate, Grandpa. As if you hadn't had enough chocolate today. Goodness, you've even got a bit on your ear. Anyone would think you'd been right inside that spaceship cake.
Grandpa in my pocket! This is me, Jason Mason, and I live here in Sunny Sands with my mum, dad, sister Jemima, and Grandpa. This is my friend Dora. She's in my class at school. Sometimes she comes round to play. The things she loves playing with the most are dolls. But Grandpa and I always try to persuade her to play with other things, like the toys in Grandpa's treasure chest, his old boat, and Monkey Albert. Sometimes Dora will play Captain Dumbletwit games.
Yes, I've won the space credits.
But she usually goes back to the dolls. And today I was really excited because it was Dora's birthday. And she was having a party in Miss Smiley's cafe. It was organised by her aunt, Lady Prigsbottom. Lady Prigsbottom is very, very posh. And she's really quite scary.
Ready, Jason?
Yep,
Where are you going now? The party's not for hours.
because first I'm going to Mr. Whips's shop to choose Dora her presents.
A doll, maybe. She loves her dolls.
I really don't want to buy her a doll. I want her to play with other things.
He's right, she's got loads of dolls. Not a doll then.
Absolutely not a doll. Yes, today I was determined that there would be no more dolls for Dora.
I'll come and help you choose, Jason.
Oh, no, Grandpa. Jason's going to be there for a long time. I've got to do some shopping, and Mr. Whoop says Jason can play in the shop while I'm gone. Now, where is my purse?
Oh, come on, Mum.
I want to go to Mr. Whoops's shop and to the party.
Grandpa, you can't.
I think I can.
Not a shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa shrinks, there's no knowing what he'll get up to. He can run so fast that I can't catch him. He can fly off in my plane. He can even chuff around in our Sunny Sands train. And he can hide in very small places. Right now, I had no idea where Grandpa was hiding, and Mum was coming downstairs.
Ready?
I guessed Grandpa would find a way of getting to Mr. Whips's shop, but I didn't know what that way would be. Then I heard, shh. I looked up, and just then, Grandpa jumped into my backpack.
Come on, Jason. You were telling me to hurry up a minute ago.
Grandpa, you're impossible.
I know.
Jason.
Coming, Mum. So Mum and I got into Campo and off we went. And Mum said,
I hope you choose something nice for Dora, Jason. She's such a lovely girl.
and I said, I will. And Mum said,
I'm sure you'll end up with a doll.
and I said, no, I won't. I'm going to choose a puzzle, or a game, or a kite even, but not a doll. No way. When Mum dropped me off at Mr. Whips's shop, Mr. Whips was clearing some shells.
Hello, Jason. You can try any of these toys for Dora. Maybe she'd like a doll.
Mr. Whips is called Mr. Whips because he's always having little accidents. He falls off things, he falls over things, he even trips over his own feet.
Oops.
I think Dora's got enough dolls, actually, Mr. Whips.
I've got some lovely new paints over there, Jason. You might like to try those. I'm just going to the storeroom for a jar of Wally Wiggles. Maybe Dora would like a Wally Wiggle. Whoops!
What's a Wally Wiggle?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound right for Dora. Then Grandpa jumped out of my backpack and onto the easel. You must be good, Grandpa.
I've only come so you can choose the perfect present for Dora.
But at that moment, the door opened. And who should walk in but Lady Prigsbottom? Lady Prigsbottom!
Your ladyship to you, small boy, with a very guilty look on your face. Where's Mr. Whoops?
Just then, he came in with the Wally Wiggles.
Lady Prigsbottom!
Oh, I'm covered in worms. Get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Sorry, your ladyship. They won't harm you. They're just Wally Wiggles.
Wally Wiggles, they're revolting worms. Absolutely horrid. Get rid of them. Make it snappy. I've come to choose a present for my niece Dora, and I want something very, very special.
Oh, special is not a problem. We specialise in special, your Lady Bottom. Oh, I mean your Prigship. Oh, I mean...
Get on with it.
How about a jigsaw puzzle? Whoops!
Not nearly special enough, particularly now it's all over the floor.
So what about, a doctor's kit, Dora? Whoops!
Not for Dora, no. However, I may need a bandage before the day is through.
Oh, how about...
Poor Mr. Whoops was getting desperate.
Perhaps some plastic ponies? Whoop!
No.
I looked for Grandpa. He wasn't on the easel anymore. Suddenly, I saw him by a boat.
A hair-braiding set.
Ridiculous!
Suggest the jumbo crayon pack.
How about the jumbo crayon pack?
No, Dora already has more crayons than you've had little accidents.
The jewellery making set.
I know, the jewellery making set.
Your ladyship.
This isn't a toy shop, it's an obstacle course.
Paints. Try the paints, Jason.
What about the paints?
Oh, yes. The paints. The wonderful paints.
I can hardly wait.
Let me show you, lady. Oh, no.
Dora doesn't want paint, neither do I. Get a claw.
I was really worried that Grandpa would be spotted, but he quickly hid behind a doll's house. Then, Mr. Whoops came back with the cloth.
I don't trust you with it. You're always having terrible little accidents. Who knows what terrible little accident you might have with a claw?
Mr. Whoops spotted a Wally Wiggle sweet and just couldn't resist it. Suddenly, I saw Grandpa peeping out from behind the huge doll's house. He wanted me to suggest the doll's house. What about that beautiful doll's house, your ladyship?
Oh, yes. Dora would love that, your shady lip.
I think you better just be quiet, don't you?
Dora does love dolls, and it's a really, really special house.
Dora does love dolls. I'm not sure about the house, though. Looks a bit plain to me.
It's beautiful. Look inside. I was trying to persuade her to buy the house. So was Grandpa, like this.
Oh, there's a perfectly charming little dolly inside. Oh, she's waving. Oh, very, very sweet. Oh, she can curtsy. She's almost real. Oh, look, the little dolly's dancing. She can dance. Oh, she can sit. Oh, she is the perfect present for Dora. I can't buy the little dolly without her house, though. Wrap it up and make it snappy.
Of course, your gravy dish.
This was a disaster. I wanted Lady Prigsbottom to buy the doll's house, but I didn't want her to buy the little dolly in it. I had no choice. I knew just what I had to buy for Dora. The party had started, and Dora had already opened some of her presents.
And now for the most special present of all, Dora.
Wow! I held my breath as Dora tore off the wrapping paper. Oh, thank you so much, Auntie P.
That's not the real present. There's something very surprising inside.
Now I was really worried.
I went
because I knew exactly what the something very surprising was. Now was my chance. While everyone was looking at Lady Prigsbottom and listening to her story, I had to rescue Grandpa. Quick as a flash, he jumped off the table and ran.
Doll's house. So I opened it up and... No. You open it up, Dora. Open it up and see the little surprise inside.
It's beautiful. I love it. There's furniture and carpets and curtains and
And the little dolly. Can you see the little dolly? Is she waving to you? Is she doing her twirly-whirly dancing?
no.
I think you'd better sit down, your ladyship. After all, you've had a nasty accident with paint.
Mr. Whoops had a nasty accident with the paint.
There aren't actually any dolls inside Auntie P. There will be. A whole family. Thanks, Jason. Brilliant. Oh, Auntie P, this is the best present I've ever had.
I had to find Grandpa. It didn't take long. He was on a plate of cherry chunks, nibbling. Take your cap and apron off, now.
Oh, do I have to? I rather like them.
When I got home after the party, I ran ahead of Mum and put Grandpa down. He whipped off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
Well, Jason, we saved the day there, didn't we, eh? I helped Lady Prigsbottom choose something Dora would like, and you helped me to get out of it. Teamwork, eh?
Teamwork.
Well, Dora seemed very pleased with her doll's house, didn't she? And guess what, Grandpa? Jason bought her dolls after all.
Ah, well, probably for the best.